This is the PRS 7-string Mark Holcomb Signature SE Series guitar. It's great. If you love PRS or are looking for a 7-string, this thing has definitely got you covered. The guys at PRS and Mark Holcomb have obviously designed this to be an absolute player's guitar. It does all the things you'd expect out of it. It gents, it does fantastic clean tones. It's specifically built so that the articulation's there in the pickups, because Periphery are known for doing that sort of like broken up chord and arpeggiation sort of thing while leaving things ringing. So you need that articulation from the pickups. It does that. Let's have a listen to how it sounds clean. And I'm going to cycle between normal pickups and the coil split. So that was the clean playing from this thing. Obviously you can hear that it goes between like spanky tones and like that full fat humbucker vibe. That's great to hear on a 7-string because sometimes 7-strings can get a little bit muddy. This is the SE version of the Granddaddy guitar from PRS, which is Mark Holcomb's full fat signature model. This is a fraction of the price and features loads of the similar things that you would expect out of something like this. But obviously more affordable. So if we jump into the specs, the first thing that I need to mention is that this and this are essentially the same guitar, but they feature some different aesthetic choices and one different wood choice. So on this one, we've got a quilt maple top, which is in that Holcomb burst, which is super, like, it's really pretty. You've got a little bit of purple around here. That's great. This one's a walnut veneer. There is a difference on the back of the guitar as well. This one features a satin black paint job, and then obviously the back of the guitar is black gloss, and the back of this one features just natural maple with a natural back on the body as well, which is a satin finishing. So the difference between the two is honestly so minimal you can't even notice the difference. You know, obviously this one's painted or stained. You can't tell the difference between it. Which is really cool. So they're basically just aesthetic choices. So both of the guitars feature a mahogany body. This one has that quilt maple top. We've got a fixed bridge on this thing, which means that you can drop tune it into all of those crazy tunings that they're doing in Periphery really easily, and you can swap between them without any hassle. We're currently in drop G sharp, which is what Periphery use for a lot of their 7-string tunes, which is cool. We've got a tone knob, we've got a volume knob. On the tone knob, we've got a push-pull situation, which is enabling a coil split, which means you get some of those really nice lower gain tones and some of that spankiness out of the pickups. We've got a 3-way switch that toggles between all of that. The neck is a maple neck with 24 frets on it, bird inlays, which you'd expect from PRS, and just a really solid, decent nut on that. The other thing to mention about this is that it comes with Mark Holcomb's signature Seymour Duncan pickups, which is really nice and refreshing to see on a model from an SE series. These are the Alpha and Omega pickups, and the way they're designed is so that you get all of the aggression that you would like out of a humbucker, but also the clarity that you would like to get when you're doing those split things or when you're doing arpeggiated chords. So when I'm playing through some stuff in a minute, have a listen to how it breaks up and how it responds to those sort of things. So another thing to mention about this guitar is going to be that the specs of the guitar are quite a departure from a normal PRS. It features a 20-inch radius on the fingerboard, so that means that it's super flat. And it's also got like quite a thin neck profile for a 7, which is really nice. There was another thing that I wanted to do with this, and that's that Periphery don't really do this sort of thing, but the articulation with these pickups in particular on this guitar make it sound great for that percussive, like modern style that's going on at the moment. So I've taken some liberties and I've done a little bit of thumping. It's really nice to see something like this. Honestly, in my opinion, this thing plays great. It feels great. It sounds great. It's really nice to see something that's got all those features of like a metal guitar, so like mahogany body, ebony fingerboard, but with like the craftsmanship of PRS and those attention to detail things that they do, like the satin neck feels really good. It's super accessible at the top. The pickups sound great. It's just an all-round great guitar, I think, for the money. But let us know what you think in the comments. Leave us a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to see more stuff like this, and we'll see you next time.